Hey, what's up, y'all? Reggie Johnson here. Yo, just going to talk quick about it on the subject about as far as borrowing from people and borrowing money. Hey, listen, if you're the person that needs to borrow money, never borrow money that you can't pay back, or you know that from to somebody and then they're avoiding you because they can't pay you back. You might as well just tell them, look, I don't have it, or I can't pay you back in the time that we agreed upon. But always have a plan. Like, look, I need to borrow X amount of dollars and have a plan to pay that person. Even if you have it like, yo, $200. Oh yeah, I got that. Maybe you're doing very well financially. Oh, I got that. But hey, if for some reason you say, yo, I need this back in like 2 weeks, you don't have it to lend out. So even if you got it, you don't got it to me. To that, but yo, here's whatever money, what X amount of dollars worth of. That's what I've personally done with people, and it's always worked out. And if that person becomes shady, they start avoiding you, they haven't paid you back. That money, to me, is the price of getting a shady, shifty person out of your life. Like I lent somebody as a gift, like, hey, I don't really need it back, but if you're saying, hey, you're gonna pay me back at this time or in this time frame, stick to that and pay me back at that time frame. I'm going to call you, I'm going to contact you on said day and make sure that you stick to what you said. Now, at that time, something happened, you say, hey, I said I was gonna pay you back this day, but something happened. I'm like, okay, so for me personally, I don't trip. I'm saying, okay, on what day, let's have a new day. What day can you pay me back? And you go from there. But this is how you hold somebody a little bit accountable, but you also find out how trustworthy and how reliable. I would suggest, this is my suggestion, if something like that comes up, that second conversation you have, look, I can't pay you back at the time you said, so let's set a new time for you to pay me back. I would stick to that second time, because if you do that 2-3 times in a row, people are going to think like, okay, you ain't trying to pay me back now. So you have to be careful when it's dealing with friends and family as far as money. So as far as borrowing money and loaning money, this is something that's been on my mind. I've been wanting to make a video like this for a little bit, because in the last month or so, I've dealt with 3 or 4 different friends where either where this came up, where they loaned another friend some money, they never got the money back, or they were borrowing money, or they were borrowing money for somebody and they wasn't able to pay them back. And I've been to like 3 or 4 different conversations with people on the subject, and I told them the same thing. This is the way you have to treat this. This is what you have to do. You have to be upfront with the person. You have to be honest with them. You have to let them know, like, hey, this is what's going on with me. This is why I can't pay you back, or I could pay you back at this time. Or if you're loaning money, like, look, like treat it as if you don't need that money right away. Like, and I say, if you feel like at any point you're gonna need that money that you're loaning, you don't have it to loan out, and you don't loan it out. You save yourself a lot of heartache, a lot of pain, you save yourself a lot of time by doing things that way. If you're the one loaning money, I'm telling you, I've done it. I've loaned money to people and they haven't paid me back, and I'm sitting here like, hey, I know how shady that person is. Or like, if I told them straight up, like, look, man, I'm just trying to help you out. You don't gotta pay me back, and I leave it at that. I rarely do that. I try to tell the person, hey, when do you think you can pay me back? I'm not stressing about it but this is a loan. This isn't like a gift. So I let them know that, like, hey, this is not a loan. This is not a gift. This is a loan. I just need a time frame. It doesn't have to be right away, but I need a time frame because I want to hold you to that, and not just just taking money from me whenever you feel like. So you have to set those boundaries and let people know, like, hey, as far as dealing with money, you have to be really, really concise and really upfront and honest, because people are very funny about their money. A lot of relationships have splintered because people have borrowed money, not paid back. People have been shady about money, and people are funny about their money. So just know that. And this is some advice. I hope this helps. Reggie Johnson, and I'm out.